Hello friend, welcome back to Auto Resource YouTube channel. I have here today for you 2002 GMC Yukon SLT. This one has a 5.3 liter V8 and it needs engine oil change. So let's go and take care of it in this video. And I will start this whole procedure getting it underneath the hood and locating the engine oil filler and the dipstick. And these are located in the engine bay on the passenger side. So here is the filler cap, which I will show you right now. And it nicely says that it needs 5W30. I can put it on the side. And here is the yellow color is the engine oil dipstick. I removed both and I'm ready to lift the truck. Now we have truck in the air. I can show you location of that engine oil drain plug and the filter. I put a light here for you so you can see it. Here is the drain plug and this is the engine oil filter. I brought my engine oil catch pen so I can start with removing that drain plug. To loosen the drain plug, I will be using the socket number 15. Sorry, I'm the Toyota certified, so I don't have it in the standard, but in the metric it's a 15 millimeter. I brought that catching pen higher, right? I can remove that bolt, the drain bolt. Not sure if there is a gasket, we will see later. It might be missing because it looks like it was very slightly leaking here. Not good. Here is the detail for you of that drain plug bolt. It's actually nice and sophisticated. It has a rubber gasket on it. Also has a built-in magnet to attract possible shavings, right? Steel shavings. So this is nice one. I don't know why it was very slightly leaking there. And what is nice that the drain opening, right? The drain plug and the engine oil filter are close to each other. So I can immediately start or continue working. I hope this is not over tight and I will be able to remove that filter just by the hand. There's not much space, it's kind of hard to grab it, so I will help myself with a universal oil wrench that should help me to start it, and then it will be easy to continue doing it with the hand. And as you can see, it wasn't really over tight, I don't think so. It's just the space around it is limited and it was hard to grab it. I will say that previous mechanic did a good job and it was not over tightened. Now you loosen this filter, it will also start dripping and you want to wait a few minutes until it stops. I'll show you detail, right, of that area and how much oil is coming on top of that oil filter. Isn't it amazing? And now it's time to wait or either create another work like checking the tire pressures maybe, whatever. And when it finally slows down, I'm personally ready to remove that filter, right? Just unscrew it. And I will show you detail of this area without that filter in the place, right? So that's where it was screwed and it still keeps dripping. I gave it approximately 1 hour. The oil finally stopped dripping, so I can clean everything and install that new engine oil filter. Here I can show you detail of that new filter, right? It's a nice large one. You can always pre-lubricate this rubber gasket, right? You can put a new oil on it so it nicely is seated on that engine oil filter housing, which is right there. And I'm ready to install it carefully, right? You want to catch the thread correctly. You don't want to cross thread anything. And by the hand only, I will be tightening the whole filter. To tighten the filter, you are not using the wrench because there's no need for it. It will be over tight in this case, right? So you really go ahead, make it really nice, tight and snug, but by the hand only. That's it. I can start installing that drain bolt, right? I nicely do it by the hand. After that I will torque it, and I use this snap-on torque wrench, and there is 40 Newton meters of torque for this bolt. Heard it? Perfectly done. I will finish with cleaning the rest of the oil residue, and I'm finally ready to lower the truck. And the truck is on the leveled surface, so that means I can start adding new engine oil. I always like to use funnel, right, to minimize spills. Now the question is what engine oil and how many quarts. And if you look in your owner's manual for this vehicle, that book says you should use 5W30 conventional oil for this engine, and it will take 6 quarts. This owner supplied its own oil, and she's using for the last, I believe, 10 years on it, full synthetic Mobil 1. And if that's what they want, I will not argue with it and put it in. And that can help in the debate, right? If engine like this, 5.3 liter Vortec, can use full synthetic. As I said, I believe last 10 years she's using it. She has absolutely no problems with it, and the engine runs like a champ. And I will go ahead and put all 6 because I worked on this in the past, and I know if you pour all 6 you will not overfill it. But just for heck of it, let's go and see together how much oil will be the dipstick showing after pouring 5 quarts, right? We said 6 is the fill, this is the 5. Now let's check the dipstick. And here we go. I'm not sure if you see it, but it is on those lines on the dipstick, it's touching the second last opening, the hole. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's touching the 4th. So there is 25% on the dipstick. It's missing and still needs to be put in the engine. So I have 6 quarts in, I have a dipstick in, I will put this cover back right in the place, and I will be ready to start up that engine. When I do this first initial startup, I closely observe that engine oil pressure. It really needs to go and build up really quickly. You see that? Boom, it went up there, so that means there is enough oil and everything's fine. Right now I will let it run for approximately 1 minute to let the engine oil spread through entire engine. Then I will shut off the engine and wait for minimum 5 minutes for the final measurement of the engine oil level with the dipstick. Now it was sitting here for approximately 10 minutes, so I'm definitely ready, right, to do the last check. I know it will be right, but just to show you that it's all done correctly. So you wipe it off clean, right, dry, and now comes the moment. Touch it down, And here we go. Yep, that oil level is perfectly touching the top, the last mark on the dipstick. Excellent. And now what is remaining for me is to hop in and reset that maintenance system, that computer, which is counting that interval, right? So that's the last thing. And how to do that I will show you in different video. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you do, please give it a thumb up. I hope you enjoy it, and make sure you are subscribed. I have always a lot of stuff coming your way on this channel in the future. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, my friend.